I have got a couple of hours scheduled now to do some testing. Vehicle, it's a very small car. Still looks like a scaled up building, I know. And just to take you through what it will do, rather should do, while I just Google in the background music, bass background music. Same thing. Check it hasn't got a. Oh, that's apparently. How is that copy? Royalty free. I wish with YouTube I could search royalty free because it will check whether or not there's a copyright match. So there should be a button marked I want stuff that definitely doesn't give me a copyright. Get a strike. Bass music royalty free, 2 minutes. Yeah, a little bit short. There must be a filter. How is there not a filter for features Creative Commons? Sort of. Right, royalty-free, copyright-safe music. Show more. Excellent. Loads quieter. Right. So, eventually, soon, the hydroponics area will accept water and workers. Currently, it just works. Drop off the water, you drop off the workers there, and the water back. Raw food from here. Oh, I'm going to make a note. I'm going to keep cranking up the emissive boost until that works. Pick up the stuff from here, anywhere in that big area, and then echoes all the way over to here. Now that's all you can do with the Astrovan, unless there is a collector, which depends on who you're playing with. Yeah, there it is. But I don't have enough screens, as I said last week, believe it or not. Oh, well, that's not a very good start. I do test this shit. Every week, I test it.
Hello.
So, don't hold your breath. I was like, this will be fine. Now I've just got an error. But it might be a small audio. If it's a big error, then I'm hoping not to need programming because I've been writing a talk for the last day that won't have to. I don't think I can switch mental gears that much. Love this. So I'm supposed to double click and it open, and it's like, nah. So let me close this studio. Double click. No. But if I double click here, then it opens fine. Good job, Unity. Oh. It might be I just pressed escape at the same time. Random error. The server's up, by the way. Feel free to join.
Opening warp to colony, unnamed colony.
Yeah, I haven't named it. It might. Now it's open. No. That I can no longer. Yeah. I should name the colony at some point. Every time I boot it up, it does tell me, "Hey, you should name your colony." It seems like this. I've got 2 join accepted, so I don't know if that's 3 clients.
The first ship on the second page of the spaces available has very many prefixes on the name.
You just tell me the name of the ship you're talking about.
SCCCCCCCSSSSSSSSS16 space cargo holder.
I don't know what you're seeing. That's not.
So what's ship 16 like for you?
There isn't a ship 16. There's 13 ships.
That's interesting.
Yes, I've just got an NRA.
I go up to 19.
Are you in your own server? Okay, is here not in a vehicle, level 10? No. You're currently flying Corbin's taxi, which is completely broken. You'll need to fix it. Oh, wait, no, you can't be in Corbin's taxi because it's... Anyway, fix it.
It did show that name for me. So can taxi do the new industrial line?
No, it's a taxi. Why would it? Terrible.
I figured maybe implementation schedules.
I can implement a new spaceship, not including art and balancing, in an hour, maybe? It's actually quite... funny feeling. These errors kind of feel think a whole bunch of errors I've just never seen before. I thought it was. Unfortunately, I can't see your stats. I can only see some of them, so I can see that you are level 9 in taxis, for instance. 10.
This ship is super broken.
It is. You need to be very gentle with it. But the bright side is that flying a knackered ship makes you better at flying knackered ships. Me, I make sure I repair all the ships that I use. Other people, not so much apparently. That's part of the housekeeping of running a colony, I guess. Like, you know, Max could log on saying, what should I do? Can you just fix the really ships? Like the limo's repaired because I was the last one to fly it. Oh.
Is there like some way to not have the main thruster flip constantly?
Flip. Oh,
Am I at the mercy of my stats, or is there something active I can do about that?
Use it more gently. It's an exponential curve, so if you use half thrust, it's significantly less likely to break than full thrust. But if you use the mouse to look in the bottom left, what's your current mechanical sympathy stat?
Flat 100.
Alright, what about jury rigging? Is that 100 too?
0.2 up from 100.
Okay. One of them should be going up just through dint of you flying a broken spaceship. So you've got the issue now that you are flying something that's completely broken and you've never done it before. I have changed it so new colonies won't get quite such broken ships. Because it means that ships arrive at the beginning of your fresh playthrough and you will struggle to get them to the dock. A bit erroring, but I don't know. I've currently turned off logging because otherwise people just tell me everything. You might be having errors, you just can't see them.
Yeah, the far out space looks that it's having some kind of issue. The far out sky is full like small flecks, like made out of like cereal or something. It looks graphically corrupted.
Screenshot would be better than word. I don't know what you're talking about. Sounds like the debris. I've got 13 ships, 11 players, yeah, of which 3 are online. Can't execute the server commands, that's quite annoying. I don't know why. I can see the text input stuff. I have to wait. Like, we don't have any vans for sale, and I can't force the van to spawn. How rich am I? Not at all rich. Alright, I guess I'll fly the limo around for a bit. I did have an issue in previous patches, though, where I meant to charge the colony for you flying colony ships and breaking them, but I forgot to charge anyone, so they were free to repair and free to... that's now fixed, so that cost the colony money. Ugly looking building. I need to make it look a lot more silent. Where am I going? Warpgate Alpha. Yeah, I just wanted somewhere random to put food processing in, but I'll probably change it quite a lot. Actually, I started 2 minutes late today. As I said earlier in the chat, I managed to break my Xbox. I've got a modded Xbox. I broke it. I like the drive wouldn't open, but it was booting. So I flipped it over, undid the 6 screws, flipped it back up, popped the top off, and then I could no longer turn it on. I was like, oh, So that was one of the things I was going to use in my talk tomorrow. So that's slightly put a crimp on things. Oops. Oh, let's think about avoiding it rather than just actually avoiding it. I might have to like temporarily remove the requirement or something, because right now I'm the only person I think who's licensed to fly limos or collectors or vans. So it's quite hard for me to actually visually look at people flying those vehicles and say, oh, that looks alright or that looks stupid. Bit concerned about fuel. I think every vehicle right now, I think there's a mistake, and I think they have 100 seconds of fuel, which doesn't make sense because the taxi and the limo most definitely shouldn't have the same stats, but I'm losing 0.1 fuel a second.
That's 100 seconds of thrusting and not flight.
Doesn't matter. Every ship has a efficiency for turning capacitor into movement, an efficiency for turning fuel into capacitor, and a different tank size. So there's no way each one should be... I like that during that cacophony it just says no impacts detected on my screen. I don't know how much to do that quite so badly, but let's have another go. Yes, I am coming in from the back of the dock.
Posted a screenshot on the AstroTrucks channel.
Is your fuel dropping by 0.1 per tick as well? Oh yeah, I know what that is. Some of the skyboxes came with transparency. You don't do transparency in the skybox, so I'm like, what? Yeah, if you press F10 a few times, it'll go away. Yeah, I understand what you mean now about it looking like cereal. Now I just got that RFO error. I'm wondering if it's just temporary. But unfortunately, until the colony gets its hourly shipment of new spaceships, it's going to be a little bit hard to check whether or not the server is running correctly. But it's mostly working and I just made some money, so I can't complain too much. I'm at I'm at 100.6% mechanical sympathy, which seems a bit low. But then again, I guess I don't need that much flying on this server.
Jury rigging is going up, and I'm not.
Yeah, unfortunately, jury rigging is not serialized.
It's going to be lost.
Yes, that's. Food process. Well, let's go and have a look at that because I haven't tested this one. But yeah, is your fuel dropping by 0.1% per second?
I see it as a number.
See it as an what? Yeah, your fuel reserves. Dropping by 0.1% per second.
No.
Oh, what is it dropping by?
It's being quite stable.
Okay, you have to be burning fuel, obviously.
Well, in order to burn fuel, I would have my main thruster to be online some of the time.
Oh, have you not made? So there is one other option, which we can't do yet, but you will be able to, which is that somebody with a tugboat would be able to give you a push. And I quite like that as a gameplay feature.
The feeling that it's fully online or fully offline.
What, your
frequency?
Yeah, the thruster doesn't partly break. The chance of the thruster breaking is related to how hard you're using it. It's something like 10 to 20 times more likely to break at full thrust than at minimal thrust. Personally, I just point where I want to go, and then just keep my finger pressed and just flatten it. It's probably not a very efficient way, but it's the least effort. Anyway, the worker dock should be just here. I haven't actually done any visuals for it, but there should be. Okay, I have totally misjudged the size of this spaceship, of this building. Okay. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So that's how much I've misjudged the size of this space station. Whoops. There goes my long pause because I clicked on anything in Unity. Yeah, about 12 seconds. Just Unity just freezes up every time I run the game. Okay, so worker drop off. Oh, that's not supposed to be. Maybe it's where I thought it was going to be. Wait, food processor drop-off dock. Food processor drop-off dock is a shopping centre that can load from player. What generates work? A taxi dock, doesn't it? Shop accept. The shopping's bugger. Been generating workers for shopping centres. Yes, in theory, I can drop it off from the inside. I can't believe how badly I admit. So this is the first time I've actually tested this building. Like, I made sure it worked on paper, but now I've actually first time I've flown it, and I've massively misjudged the size. That's okay. It is quite easy to just scale things.
I'm repairing the taxi.
Cool.
The green bar is that it's healthy, but then there's like red things on the right side of the bars.
Yes.
What's the significance of those?
That's the maintenance. So you can only repair. So if a component is half damage, you can only repair it to half. You need to have it maintained. So you can patch it up. What you're doing now is you're just patching it up and getting back out there. But as it sustains more and more damage, eventually you can't repair it anymore, and it will need maintenance, which is a more expensive process and not currently implemented. But you should be able to get it to, like, well, I can see the taxi is now repaired to 84%. Right? Absolutely unbelievably big. Well, I get a feeling of how big it is when I watch other people in it. It's very hard to get that sort of feeling in the editor. And I'm out of fuel. Bang. No cargo for this location. What kind of rig am I running nowadays? My current rig is an i9 9900K with a 3080 GTX, 30 gigs of RAM, 24 terabytes of onboard storage. I will be upgrading it as soon as the 13 series and the 4000s come out, though, because I mean, I'm also running at the same time a 4900K and a 7970K. So I'm playing the game on one computer, running the server on a different computer, and I am running the streaming on a third computer. So right now I am using lots of computers. Probably need to put something in front of this, or a door, or some stuff. Yeah, so I think this building is about 5 times too big, possibly 10 times too big. I've also got a 11 series laptop running a 2080 and about 25 other computers. Like, I have 3 original Xboxes in this house and like 6 Xbox Ones. Sometimes for dev, and sometimes it's just because I kind of need to stay up with technology. Excuse me. So there's no point in me going, oh, there's that new Xbox that's twice as fast. Oh, my one's good enough. So quite often I get stuff just to have a look at it. I mean, I don't even want to know how many VR headsets I've got. No, 15 maybe. Like, I don't use them. I've got one that I use on this computer, one that I use over there, and then my two favourite ones, but I've got lots and lots of other ones that I just don't use. Okay, my mechanical sympathy is 101.6. I need to keep a note of that mentally and make sure that it doesn't does remain. You can earn 2,900 XP, Shaka. You can fly the limo, which is a lot better than the taxi. Right now, by the way, on your lower left screen, what is it lit as your taxi flight time?
Three and a half hours.
I wonder why mine was 0 minutes, 0 seconds. I asked you to change it so the hull integrity is always repaired first. So that's your punishment for slamming into things. It takes longer to repair. Okay, 3 workers for the foundry drop-off. That's probably my most efficient route. After I refuel. I still haven't come up with a good solution to running out of fuel. I am tempted to make... The reason I made the fuel tanks a bit smaller is at the beginning of the game, it was quite easy to just spend all your money on fuel. But now, if it's not your ship, you don't pay for repairs or refueling. So it might not matter so much. I might be able to balance it a bit better. I've currently not worked out any advantage to you owning your own ship, apart from the fact you'll get to name it. So that's something I need to think about. Possibly, you get a lot more money per run. So right now, when you drop, if you drop off $100 worth of stuff, it's actually $1,000 worth of stuff, and the colony gets $900. The colony gets richer much quicker than you. So maybe if it's your ship, maybe it's split 50-50 or something.
So only have 5 times more in personal income by having the private property.
That's quite a lot. If I were to offer you your current job but 5 times as much money, you would be like, yes, absolutely.
Isn't it like a standard talk point whether the new companies have their people that operate within them as independent contractors or as employees?
Yeah, but I mean, even an independent contractor does not get 5 times as much.
Yeah, but then you have to do your own equipment and have liabilities that you would not have as an employee.
Yes, like repairing your ship, for example. So the limo has a much bigger fuel tank, hence why I believe there is. I'm still refueling. Hence why I believe there is a bug related to how quickly it's using the fuel. It's like it uses 1% of your fuel. Sorry, 1/10%. No, 1%. That should be 1,000 seconds then. That's all right. 1,000 seconds is ages. So now I'm burning fuel. Every time it ticks, it's lopping off 1/10%. 99.8, 99.2, 99.1, 98, 99.9. That should be 1,000 seconds. Should it? Yeah. It'd be 100 seconds if it ticked down by 1% a second. But it ticks down by 1/10 of a pence per second. But I'm already down 5%.
Also have that fuel use pattern.
So I'm wondering if it's one of two things. Either that's wrong and that isn't what the server thinks, but unfortunately that's not a stat I show on the server. I can't check that. So it might. I think that the client is reducing the fuel, but that's not what the server thinks you've got. But some of the fuel stuff is client side. I haven't bothered to make that server side. There's just no advantage to it. But the problem is that the server will be like, no, you have 85% fuel. And you're like, no, I've got 0, so therefore I can't fly. So it doesn't matter that the server got that right, but the server should be sending me updates. I guess one way we could tell would be for you to get into my ship. Leveled up another 200 XP. It's about 12 deliveries, I think, something like that. And you to see what the fuel is. Now you need 2,400 XP. So you get 1 XP per second and 1 XP per kilo. Maybe you should also get 10 XP per item dropped off or something. I've been playing a lot of Burnout over the last couple of days for my talk, and one of the things I like is the game gives you points for lots of stuff. Like, you know, driving an oncoming lane is 10 points and hitting a car is 5 points, and you're constantly earning points for everything you do. You need a lot of points, but it means that everything feels like it's worth doing because everything is adding on to that number you want to make bigger. Fuel usage code instead. But like every time I damage the ship, when I damage the ship, that happens on the server. And then the server tells the client about it, and at the same time, it should tell it the fuel. But even if it got out of sync, the idea is that the client just sort of has a guess at what it thinks the server should be simulating. So when the server overrides it, it's not a bit low. It's not a massive jump.
Foundry is a different thing than refinery.
Yes. The foundry is a very big, boring grey building with the red sign on it that says something that gives you a clue it's a refinery. Raw materials processing, I think it says. It says raw material refining system. Wait. Oh, you've got a worker to drop off, do you? Of course you do. You're in a thing. Yeah, you're exactly where I am. Hey, the ships. What do we get? A tugger, a taxi, a garbage, a tugboat, a miner. What are you in? You're in the. Let's see. Has it successfully named it? Yes, the building you're heading towards. Yeah. Right, so there definitely is a bug because I now know about 34 ships. I guess every time the server gets a new delivery of ships, the client knows about them, but it also knows about the ones we got rid of. Doesn't really matter I mean, in theory, the client's leaking, but in practice, you aren't going to ever leak enough memory to to have an issue. Making money, but very slowly because I'm talking. But I've been tweaking the various stats for the various vehicles up and down. Am I using hyper-threading? Oh gosh, yes. Every game I write is as threaded as possible. This game isn't massively threaded, but it's not a game that lends itself to being highly threaded. There is threading where possible, but right now this game is about 95% graphics. Like 95% of the CPU time is spent making the graphics happen. The actual simulation takes place in less than a millisecond. That's the code that I write, and I can optimize it. Whereas the rest of it, I'm kind of relying on Unity's culling system. But like here, we're rendering. That's not bad. 500,000 verts. That's pretty good. But Unity is taking an awful lot of time to realise there's not much to render. A worker to the hydroponics worker drop-off, which I've never been to before, so let's hope it works. $100 to go. I think I want to do a bit more of is showing you that you are progressing. Wait, it's still making raw food. Further here just to see if I get any lighting. Right, cargo full. That's not the right message. I guess it's kind of right. I can't fit in any of the things it's offering. It should say no cargo for your ship. But yeah, so right here at this particular point in time, I am struggling to hit the frame rate I desire. I'm struggling to hit 60. That's drawing 44 frames a second right now. So I need to put more viz blockers in around here so I can't see so much. That's the only solution. Mining process. Or we can go pick up some more passengers. It's a shame because it's quite nice being able to see so much, but that does kill performance. The other thing is I wish Unity supported variable rate shading. Again, as I said, I've been playing a lot of Burnout over the last couple of days because I'm prepping a talk on it. And it's a shame that Sony has imported 3 second-hand taxis called... Wow, that's RNGesus is sad with us, Schalke. Imported 3 second-hand taxis all with exactly the same name. Yeah, I wish I could do variable rate shading because only the center part of the screen. I could just crank the anti-aliasing and detail up on there, and on other parts of the screen reduce it. But Unity doesn't have any support for that, which is a bit odd. because variable rate shading has been around for a long time, and it annoys me when there is tech that will definitely improve the performance of my game and I don't have any access to it. So at certain parts of the level, I'm drawing like 120. I didn't turn the profile. Oh, I left the profiler on. That will kill it. There we go. Frame rates back up to 60. I do need to do some updates to the ship flight path because I want a lot more ships on the level. I want a lot more sort of ambience going on. I'll fill up with passengers. I think this one is a pickup dock. Stellar Cabs. So this isn't the server we normally play on. Well, this is the one that we play on to begin with, and then this computer is the one we play on. So that's why you're probably higher level on my server rather than my other server. I mean, Carmelo, it's important that any game should run on as big a hardware platform as you can. Like, the more game... I mean, this game runs at 60 frames a second, slightly lower detail, on a 970, which I feel is not a bad hardware target for these days. I go slowly. See the... Oh yeah, we've got 20 work to pick up.
I have trouble applying the handbrake in order to come to a halt for the refueling.
Okay. Click the button, it's fine.
I click the button and it keeps it above 0.6.
Well, it will come to a halt. It will come to a halt. It doesn't do it immediately, but I usually help it. It's quite gentle, the handbrake, to stop you abusing it. I can't even read that anymore. So I'm gonna leave. First of all, I'm gonna just quickly see if I can squeeze any more space out of that text, because that's annoying. And then I'm going to look at the code. Play a simulation of... I think I might need to move this along. How is this so unbelievably wonky? I might need to rethink that entire the problem is, as I reduce the size of the text, I'm then less likely to be able to read it. But I'm more likely to get enough lines on. Yas. Okay, so the fuel cost. Oh, it's hard coded. Oh, it is hard coded. Okay.
Yo.
Well, all right. So we always lose 0.1% of our fuel, but how much power we gain is based on type of ship. So it will. But the problem is that I've made, for example, the limo slightly less efficient, but it's just got a much bigger thing. No, I stream to YouTube and Twitch.
There a ship you prefer me to be in?
No. Well, I mean, I think the only one you... There might be a bug. I think the only one you can fly right now would be the R1 Hackney, unless you've got access to the space limo.
Not the limo yet, but the Corbin's taxi I do.
That's what Schalke's flying, so I don't know what happened if you try and get in it. It'll probably just beep at you.
Sounds like a test worthy of what we're doing.
Yeah, go for it.
Oh.
Did it beep?
Oh, a light showed up that says, "Please do not push this button again."
Perfect. Yeah, class
You
taxi.
really should put that in there.
Bing,
No, it just
bing,
makes a bad noise at me.
Sad noise.
Hang on, let me put the mic closer.
Amount of fuel that we gain.
That's it.
Sorry, the amount of power we gain is always fixed. The amount of fuel that we lose to gain the power is fixed. So it's not. Sometimes you can gain a little bit of power and use a lot of fuel. That's fine. So that's okay. So it will always tick down. It's the question of how much it gains. But what should vary is the amount of power that we use.
Oh, I have no money. Oh. Yeah, apparently not.
Forever has exactly. Oh,
0 cash. Flights 3.
that seems very unlikely, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does, but here we are. Broke is a joke.
In fact, looking at it, everybody has a very small amount of money. Apart from me, I have $251. I wonder.
But that makes sense.
It doesn't.
You made the game!
I don't. No. That's not a lot of money.
Yeah, not when some of these ships are over $1,000. And the rubbish ship is $5,000. You'll be at this for a long time.
The amount of power that is used. Yeah, it actually does appear to be okay. So, for example, to thrust per second, the taxi uses 2.5 power, but the limo uses 5 power. However, the limo can store 3 times as much power as the taxi. And then on top of that, the limo... Oh, everybody else has a... Okay, everybody else... Yeah, it does work. I can tweak this up and down about... Let's see. How much...
Oh, I wanted to buy the jitney. Oh well.
I'm a bit concerned no vans have turned up. So, when would be a good a moment to restart the server? You guys are about to do something.
Oh, I just got in the ship, so I don't care.
2 passengers, and I'm approaching the hydroponics.
Okay. So there is another bug that I haven't checked yet. The 1 hour tick definitely does not happen once an hour.
So you need to rename it or remath it?
Every 1 second, I increment the hour timer.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
Oh dear.
I think every frame I might increment the 1 hour timer.
Interesting.
No, that does seem right. What I will do, I'll make it up the Trello. What I need to just do is just display the hour timer. And what I do want to have is a big cargo ship that will deliver all of these ships. Instead of just saying, hey, 6 new ships turn up, I want them to actually be flown in.
Like No Man's Skies at the hub?
Like what, sorry?
Like at the hub or the shops or the station?
It'll be somewhere on the ATC. It'll just say, oh, no. What do you mean, the delivery ships?
Just have all the ships keep flying in and flying back out.
Yeah, but what I want is like a cargo freighter physically carrying these ships in so you get to see them arrive.
Oh.
That'd be quite cool. So we'll just wait for Shalka to drop, and then I will double check the server is updated. And I'll check the latest build is... I put the taxi in yesterday, I think.
Right, I've got a passenger already? Oh dear.
I dropped off the passenger.
Okay, so I'm going to restart the server now. Now, in theory, don't close the client, okay? So you guys are just now you're now kicked back to the main menu, yeah?
Not yet, but it takes a second. There it goes.
Now,
Right, now in theory, in a moment, you should be able to rejoin the server. Hopefully, I've written that code. Waiting for Steam to go, yep, you've closed the game.
And I get to hear the epic story of how Bob ate a fish.
You update it. It might just be, I mean, I do have an error, and the error is kind of consistent with versions out of date. Might not be. And I haven't seen any vans for sale yet either. There is also an issue where the workers have to get taken to the food processing plant. Let's not think about that too much, though. Find integrity of files. Files validated. Okay.
You're not going to go for the Titan AE angle? It's like, who ate this before you did?
I haven't seen that film in a long time.
It's such a good one, though.
Okay, the server is coming back.
That doesn't mean to join yet, though, does it?
It won't find it. Until the server's ready to join, you won't see the server in the list. In theory, oh, no, you don't have them as a friend. Never mind. Yep, so try joining now, see what happens.
We accepted true.
I still have $251. That's good. It might not work, but I did do a lot of code.
Sending request join to big number. Sending a request, which is got
Yeah, it's
the
got
Q in request is not capitalized.
It's weird. It is. It isn't it?
What?
Yeah, I know.
Then how does it think it's not capitalized? Game, excuse me.
Let me post the actual code. Like, that's definitely fine, isn't it?
Looking in AstroTrucks.
It has sent 3 requests to join.
No, that didn't work. Okay, well, it works under some circumstances. Like, I know you can quit and rejoin the same server.
We don't exactly have I don't see a list of servers to join like you have in Fortress Craft Evolved.
Yeah, there are ways of getting it, but
Yeah, but you don't have a GUI for it yet.
no, but
Which is understandable.
But Steam does.
Well, oh, you're doing that.
Oh, yeah.
Oh no. I mean, is that your fault or Steam's fault?
I'm not sure. It says no internet games responded to the query, which isn't the same as no servers, I don't think.
No.
That said, I need to update my copy of Steamworks. I tried the other day, and I just had the most horrendous set of issues, so I just rolled it back.
Do we need to tab it or
I'll just close the client and rejoin, yeah.
F4 because you didn't put a proper quit state in the GUI somewhere?
I need to do a pause menu before that.
You're gonna actually add a pause menu?
How are you going to quit on a pad without a
I
pause
don't
menu?
know. But I thought you hated pause menus.
I do hate pause menus, but
Oh gosh, so loud. It's called a tugger. You did that on purpose.
I did. Sometimes it's called the little tugger.
Oh no. Do I still have no money? I still have no money.
Wait, exactly.
I got robbed.
Wait.
I got robbed. That's all that happened.
Hello, what? What? I've got $251. Schalke,
Yeah, but you had $251 last
Schalke
time.
has $82. But how much did you have?
I don't remember when I logged out last time.
Remember, this
Probably look up the video from
No, you
last
see,
time.
that's not the same server.
Oh god.
This is not Avorion 5. This is a different server which doesn't have a name. Did you not notice that we're playing on different servers? They have different names.
Oh. That's what.
So let me get this straight to hand. Every time you join the server, you just don't bother reading the text. It tells you the name of the server you joined. Is that correct?
Well, this one's called RPG server, and I'm pretty sure the last one was too.
No, it's not. This one's called unnamed server.
Well, where does it? What?
Well, it tells you in about 4 places, maybe 10. It tells you the ATC, for example. Unnamed colony. Use colony name to change. 2,800 cash. 4 truckers online.
Yeah, Schalke, Info, DJ, and me.
Yes.
I don't know who Info is, but he seems like a cool guy.
Info at projectorgames.net. That's my other Steam
Very
account.
cool guy.
That's the one that doesn't have any friends on purpose, so I can test code that works with friends and code that doesn't.
I thought that was Captain Underpants.
That's Discord. It's an easy mistake to make.
Ah.
So in theory, and don't bother trying, you could quit the game and then right-click on me and join server, and it should boot the game up and join. Or you could be running the game. No, not really. I mean, if it doesn't work, I ain't gonna fix it now. Right now, my goal is to get more people excited in sales and a stable gaming experience. And I've specifically put a bug into Unity about the decals. I'm just so fucking tired of it.
Wait, you did what to Unity?
I've put in a bug about the decals. Like a specific, I want this dealt with, This is a high priority issue for me now. It's not just I'd like you to fix it. I need you to fix it so I can ship the game.
Have they resorted to their lack of any kind of communication to you whatsoever?
It's a bit different when you go reporting bugs, but you've got to take it a little bit more seriously.
Did you find ways to reproduce it for them?
No, and I'm not going to.
They do like that.
Well, I don't know if you saw the picture I posted in the AstroTrucks channel, but this game uncompressed like the source to create the game, as if I was going to send
80 some gigs?
85 gigs. I'm like, I'm not sending you 85 gigs.
Even if they really want it?
They know about the issue. But they have reported, and I got pissed off. They have said that they have now worked out the loading, the build time issue, and they're going to put it into Unity 2023, and they may backport it to 2022 and 2021. And I was like, excuse me, what do you mean you may backport it? What the hell does that mean? It is 2022. 2023 does not come out for another 4 months. This is an issue, meaning no one can
going
their
quarterly.
games. Like, what the fuck?
Unless they're going by like financial quarterly, in which case that's like 2 months from now.
No, Unity 2023 launches on 1st January 2023.
Wow. Using the proper numbers rather than nonsense.
But it doesn't matter. I'm on 2021. I don't want to upgrade to a new entire version of Unity unless I absolutely have to. That is an incredibly risky thing for a large company to do. I said the other day I tried to upgrade to a new version of Steamworks and it just broke. It just completely broke. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to spend time fixing that. That's performance. See, I'm getting 90 plus frames a second out here.
Are the levels something that is preserved cross-server?
The levels.
Like if there's 2 servers, do I need to grind the taxi levels twice?
Yep. Otherwise you would just edit your local data files, wouldn't you?
I guess there's such dangers.
Well, sounds so disappointed, Soka.
You're like, oh yeah, didn't think about that. I forgot about people.
No, he was just like, foiled. Wait, is the ship repairing my fuel? Which means no, that's not giving me fuel. What?
It will repair your fuel pumps though.
I didn't realize it was so broken.
They let Malcolm touch some of these vehicles.
Inappropriately?
No, he just... Okay, 2 workers for hydroponics drop off. Oops, that's the floor. Go and pick up some more people.
Ugh, gross people.
They've been renamed to workers now, not passengers. Yeah, I really don't know why the hourly tick is happening much more often than an hour. But I will not have enough money to purchase a ship when...
Anytime soon.
Yeah. Which is annoying, because I have on my other server I have an awful lot of money. Like on my server I have a lot of money, because that's the one I play on day to day. This is the server I only play when I'm playing with you guys, basically. So I'm a client. That means if there are client-only issues, of which I do have one, that means that I actually see them. Very good approach angle, is it? Anyway, I've wrote the talk. It's about 18 minutes. There's about 6 minutes of videos and stuff. And then it will be, I'm going to play Burnout with anybody who wants to play Burnout with me. So it should be a good talk.
Did you get an Xbox to work?
No, yeah, so It's sort of.
It sounds like you ate one.
That's a complicated question. I don't have an easy answer. So I've made do, but I can't do it. I can't do what I wanted to do for the talk. I could do something else.
Sucks.
Well, I can do something else. They won't know. But yeah, I've got, basically my talk is about 3 pages, but I also have 3 pages of notes about stuff that I would have talked about, but I don't have time to. So I could easily do a 2-hour talk on this. This is just getting worse and worse, this thing. 3 workers for AutoGen need name Hydroponics. But I want to earn
Who's
money,
that
so
coming straight at me? Who are you?
that'd be
Oh
Shaka.
god. Shaka, please.
If you look at him, it should say.
I just fixed this thing.
Where you are refueling to?
Yeah, I just finished refueling. I was about to get out of your way, and you just freaking plowed into me instead.
I didn't see
Real-
you.
Oh.
Didn't see me.
Yeah, see,
Oh, dear.
I'm getting an error message to do with that, but I've seen everyone so far, so I'm not worried about it. So right now, by the way, Tad, you have $0 still. So,
I'm well aware. I haven't delivered any passengers because all I've done is go to get the taxi fixed and put some fuel in it.
now, a nice man would have designed the level so that there should be really a fuel dock at the hangar. That's the sensible place to put it, not a third of the way around the level. That's not how designing a game works. So I've been playing a lot of Doom and Doom 2 recently, like COVID, and it's hilarious. It's like the buildings and rooms were designed by people who've never seen a real building or a room, because they're nonsense if you actually stop and think about them for a single moment.
Maybe demons have different needs.
No, these are like these are the ones where they've attacked us. I'll talk about the older Doom, but like you get buildings with elevators up the outside of them and stuff like that. It's just hilarious. The stuff in Hell does tend to be a bit more gothic, which is fine. But it's the stuff that's supposed to be Earth-like, it's just not. So all we've just got a transporter, 3 transporters, a bus, and a miner.
Still no van.
No van. So I like that. That's cool. Like having
Unless
that.
you need a van.
No. Having the colony arrive stuff ever so often is cool. Oh, Tad forever has advanced to level 7.
Nice.
Oh, I should probably be seeing DJ, but I don't.
I'm in the refuel dock right now. A repair dock.
I just left it, so you probably didn't see me either.
What are you in? Corbin's taxi.
Yeah.
Huh? You're not even slightly close, Shalka. Hold on. Oh! I've not had that happen before. So I'm assuming you're not just slamming your head repeatedly into a wall.
Yep, not doing that.
Okay, so the client doesn't currently do a snap. It always just attempts to interpolate the things together. You're stuck. I just try and move you.
Does that mean my repairs and refuelings have actually failed?
You're asking what the server does. That's a good question. Well, no, because did you see your stats, your repair stats go up?
Yep.
Yeah, then it's fine because those stats are all done on the server. So I've just on my screen just dragged you upwards. Now I don't know where the server thinks you are, obviously, but you're now blasting across the universe. Can I show your debug? No. So where are you on your screen?
in front of Alpha.
I have
Beam of it.
$24. I have $24. Look out, people.
I wonder. Could you quit, Tad, and come back and make sure you still have $24? I think you will. I wonder if it's the server restarting.
All right. Just Alt F4.
Well, I'd press escape first, like pretend it works, and then press Alt F4 because I want you to come in completely clean.
All right. All right. All right. Come on, Steam. There you go. All right. Wait, I should have done the join game. Yay.
Haven't left the game yet. I mean, on my screen, Shaka, your ship is flying somewhere. Okay, you're offline now.
That's why I didn't join you.
I'm way off from the server position.
Yeah, but the server. This isn't the server. This is me. Remember, it's all smoothed and lerped, so you got stuck, and that's quite unusual. What it should do is snap you.
Oh, I guess that doesn't work.
I'm flying into the hangar.
Oh, no, that did work.
Did work. Oh, really? Cool. And how much money have you got?
I still have no ship. Interesting. All
Well,
right.
you need to get in.
Oh, there it is. I am in a ship. I have my $24.
Okay, we need to make sure make sure that you don't ever get less than $24 unless you've spent them. You're at minus. Yeah, so your ship
It took a second.
is still a very, very long way away. So you're at the ship's at like minus 700 on the X, but it should be at 70 on the X. But that number is increasing. What's going on? Because your
Where's the other place to
Euler
pick up passengers?
angles are okay. So, how can I describe this? Your ship is looking in the correct direction. It is flying in the correct direction, but you are probably flying away from the direction you should be flying to make me think your remote ships are in the same place as your local ship.
Now I'm stationary at the hangar.
Yeah, so the ship is flying towards the hangar, but it's facing in the same direction as you're facing, I suspect. It will fix itself. But it should go, you know what, that's way out.
There's a smoothing that is making it
No,
fly that way.
no, not quite.
I just figured that me going back to the hangar is a step I don't usually do.
No, I mean, this ship is just going to fly all the way across the universe until it lines up with where you actually are. So you're in the hangar right now, did you say?
Yeah.
If I just drag this ship somewhere near the hangar, yeah, you can see it is homing in on the hangar. But I think it's just because your ship got stuck behind a wall for a long time.
Does it know to avoid walls?
No. So on your screen, you just missed the wall. So that, but on my screen, you just hit the wall. So you continue to fly on and fly on and fly on. But on my screen, you were stuck just on the wall. So it got more and more and more out of sync. But that doesn't normally happen. That's really rare. Where in the hangar are you?
I am in the middle section.
Bang into that. Oh, okay, that's. Ugh. I clicked on the wrong thing. Please wait 12 seconds. I cannot believe this is in Unity still. Remember, I'm running in the editor, so you get stuff like this. Where it's like, oh, hold on, I need to unwrap all of the hierarchy. I'll take 12 seconds to do it.
I crashed somehow.
Game crashed or your ship crashed?
Now I was standing still and now I changed orientation.
You were probably drifting very slowly.
With handbrake on.
Possibly. I mean, you hit something. I mean, that's the...
You can still move with the handbrake on.
Yeah, but you hit something. It's as simple as that. Or something hit you, I guess.
I'm wondering whether my ghost hit something and that made me...
No, your ghost doesn't exist. Your ghost is only on my computer, not yours. But this ship is still just...
So it does the lift for speed thing?
There you go. And it's just stopped there. That's fine.
Where... Is there another place to pick up people besides the taxi place?
There
Mr.
are
Big D's?
3... Mr. Big D's is a drop-off. There's 3 taxi places. Lunar Limos, Stellar Cabs, Quick Hop Taxis, and the one at the Voron Ring that doesn't have a name.
That's the one. I'm at the Voron Ring and I'm looking around.
Oh, let me just check that you're not lying.
Because I know where the big place is. I'm next to the Cowboy Bar.
I think it might be called Voron Ring Worker Arrival. Just check. Load 2-player. Yeah, that's a terrible name.
Heavy cargo ship.
I can't find you. What's the name of your ship? Are you in the R1 Hackney?
I believe so. Not sure where it says that.
Screen. I can't see you at all, I'm afraid. That might be the issue. So I've got an issue. I have something corrupted continually spamming me.
I'm not loading.
Huh? What?
When it says Tad Forever Nothing 0%, $24 not loading. Well, it says DJ Arcus 8X Worker 100% $299 no work to be done.
Yes.
And Choka is nothing and offline.
Yeah, but that's nothing to do with the name of the ship you're in, which says on the bottom left of your screen. I believe.
Like, down here? No.
It says Space Limo R1 for me.
I'm going to head off.
R1 Hackney.
Just to go, Shalka, I worked out the issue was when I'm trying to fix your position, if you're more than 5 meters out, I clamp the fix rate to 5. So I've now said if you're now more than the square root of 2,500, which I honestly can't remember even though I just did it myself. If you're more than 50 meters out, I snap you. That should fix it. So I've never seen that happen before, so that is a rare issue. But hopefully it won't happen again. But
you have a fix for it.
Yeah, I've got, well, no, that is the fix. The fix is it shouldn't ever happen, and if it does, fix it. Well, thank you for popping by. I think we're going to try and do another one on Friday. I can't remember. It depends how worn out I am from my socialising and stuff. But thank you for popping by, and hopefully next time Get some vans to fly. Oh, Colony's imported a small second-hand cargo van.
Nice.
Oh, how's Shalko in a small tugboat? Ah,
This was
that might be what broke it. Jack, I think, was using the debug keys there.
this
Printer.
this big ship has balls. What the hell?
Huh? What do we
You
know?
added a new ship?
It's not a ship.
A flyable ship.
It's about
Oh,
5 kilometers tall. Sorry.
yeah,
Yeah, it's not a ship.
but it's in space, which means it's some kind of ship.
Oh, no, it's a space station, a kind of ship.
Well, it might have been built up here.
Is it? Yeah, it's the hydroponics station.
Oh, is that? Yeah, that's new. Cool.
Is it 2 massive hydroponics domes?
Is that what you're calling them?
I
Okay.
am. Well, I need $5,500, and I've got 200. There's no way at the moment to get the colony to buy stuff for you. But I think I may have tweaked something. This is the second time I filled the spaceship up today. I'm going to make a note.
You did. It's
When
the second time you've done what?
players leave the ATC, this is the second time I filled this limo up with fuel today. Which might mean I need to make it more efficient. Or it might mean I might give it a bigger fuel tank. Or both.
The entire time I've played so far, I've used half a tank of gas.
So is your fuel reducing?
Cheap bad, I
Yeah,
guess.
so if you're coasting, as you should be, it's fine. You don't use fuel when you're coasting. You only use fuel when you're thrusting.
Yes.
But I'm now going to pull away from the dock,
I'm a speedy boy.
and I'm going to head towards the U-turn. I'm beginning to wonder if the capacitor...
If you get a hang of the controls, you can start to do some cool stuff.
You can. Although if you screw it up, it really is very loud. So I'm just thrusting away from
It's very
the
loud.
fuel station. I'm thrusting away at full speed, which is a little bit less efficient. But I'm going to get to my full speed of 25 meters per second. And with a full load... I'm at full speed. I've just used up 5% of my fuel to accelerate from 0 to full speed. That's not true. More than that. 6%. So, just waiting for the power system to fill all the way up. %. So I'm thinking I might not
Oh,
balance
it's
this
doing
quite
that
right.
thing again.
What thing?
No, it stopped. It was starting to freak out. Wouldn't load and stuff. Still kind of freaking out, but...
Trevor's finished loading one worker for Autoden. Need a name.
Both passengers? Alright. What, Mining Ring Voron? Oh, name. Hydroponics.
You're level 7, so you need to make 2,000 more XP to get to level 8, which doesn't gain you anything.
Okay.
So obviously I haven't
just carry more people around.
Well, I haven't started in implementing like upgradable ships or anything like that yet. I've now used 12% of my fuel. Yeah, I think this ship needs a bigger fuel tank. Done. Is your fuel decrementing by 0.01%? 0.1% every tick when you're thrusting.
No.
So it goes from like 49.
It's going down by substantially more than that.
How much?
73 to 60 to 47 to 33. 93, 80, 67, 53, 40, 27.
So 0.13 per tick. Okay.
87.
Once you've got up to speed and you're just coasting and using the RCS, it's fine. Like, you don't use any fuel up. So as long as you fly gently, shall we say, it's all good. Hello, or are you? Oh, bye.
I got places to be. I am speed.
Have you noticed the speed now goes red when it thinks you're going too fast?
I did notice that. That was very helpful. I was just hold a hand down on the trigger, just going. And then it saw that it was red. I was like, oh, I've exceeded the speed I'm supposed to go. Excellent.
Well, it's more the speed I'd like you to go.
Went on coasting. Very good.
Wow.
I mean,
this dock is hilariously big.
Then make it beep and go exceeding.
Overspeed.
Which one?
Retard.
Yeah, don't call it that.
That's what they call. Overspeed is when you're going too quickly, but it's not necessarily down to throttle. You might be just in a dive. Retard means to retard your throttle, because that means you're overdoing it. Dora, what are you doing? Get off my keyboard. Get off. You know you're not allowed to walk on the keyboard. Get your face out of my drink. Really to fix this UI. This is.
I know it's the right word, but Americans are weird.
Yeah, but that's the correct word. I've got one working for lots of different places. Boundaries closest.
That's what you get for driving the limo.
I'm gonna drive the bus, damn it. Like, I haven't cheated and given myself the bus. I want the bus, but I haven't. Also, hey Rob, how you doing? You gonna come see my talk tomorrow? I can't believe that. Normally I do a 2-hour talk on computer games and PlayStations and cars and game audio. I've got a 30-minute window, so I've had to write a completely new talk. Well, I gave you at least a week's notice. Wait, make sure the car is charged.
Oh dear, what's happening?
I'll be charged in 24 hours or more. That's one of the things that does annoy me, by the way. It just goes, if I say, look, just charge to full, and it takes more than 24 hours, it just goes 24 plus hours. My talk is excellent. My talk is about 15 minutes of me talking and an hour and 3/4 of very, very cool videos of cars. Why can't it tell me, 86 hours to full or however long it's going to be? Oh, I actually crank the charge rate up then. I like the way I can do it from the app.
Here's a question. Do I get faster at refueling?
Not yet, but you will. And, well, maybe not, actually.
Nice.
You might just get more efficient at using fuel.
It doesn't make a lot of sense, but at the same time, it would be really nice.
Which would you prefer?
Being more efficient with the fuel, yeah. But if that was the case, I would want like a timer or a distance for the fuel tank to be like, oh, I can go. I get a full tank and it says I can go X amount of light minutes or X amount of light seconds. And then as I get better, it's just like, oh,
well,
I can go many more light seconds.
Have you
now.
looked? Well, but you can see that.
But I don't think I've convinced you. You need to use that.
Look in the bottom left there.
The mouse.
You want to use
Bottom
the mouse.
left. Loading, offloading, fuel efficiency. Oh yeah, there it is. Acceleration. I've got nothing except some mechanical sympathy plussing.
You can get
That's
loading,
it.
unloading, jury rigging,
dear.
and mechanical sympathy. So I've got 4% extra mechanical sympathy. Bye, Rob.
Bye, Rob.
Flow that looking.
Oh dear. Did he crash into something?
No, I just accelerated
Vehicle
forwards.
not stopped.
No, I
That's
just accelerated forwards whilst looking at the UI, and they just smacked into a wall.
I'm sure that was very loud. Oh god. What is that lens flare on the hydroponic spheres?
Yeah, I'm struggling with Unity.
golden-
So I want
The aura. It draws me in.
I want it to be perfectly reflective of the universe, but I don't want it to have high specular. This isn't possible. And I'm like, so I might have to write my own shader for it that doesn't have a high specularity. Oh, fuck. That was bad.
Is that difficult to do? Or is it just time consuming?
Unity is obsessed with physically realistic shaders. I don't want a realistic shader. I want to be able to set how shiny the shader is, and I want to be able to set how reflective it is. I don't want it to be realistic. Like, I want it to be very, very shiny and dull. And it annoys me that I'm stuck with this physically based rendering crap. So I tried to make the specular highlights dimmer, but the more I make the specular highlights dimmer, the less reflection there is. So I'm just stuck with this dumb as shit system. It's fine if you're only doing.
The hydroponics dock is.
It's clearly labelled with decals. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. Oh no.
If you're approaching the hydroponics from the colony direction, the left-hand side is workers, and the
Big D's.
And the right-hand side. Then the far side. Big D's.
Oh.
I did have to laugh. Dino Fire Chief was playing this, and he's like, I can't work out how to repair the ship. And I said, it's in the repair dock. He goes, oh, where in the repair dock? No, refuel. And I was like, it's the thing with the massive fuel icon. I goes, I haven't noticed it. So I put a picture of it up next to an astronaut. Like, this fuel icon I'm flying towards.
You did the.
It's about 30
we went
meters.
through this exact same thing last week. Yeah, but without you telling me, hey, there's a big fuel symbol, and I look around going, oh, there it is.
Maybe I need to kickstart this game and ship it with a deluxe cloth map. We miss cloth maps.
Showing your age.
Ah, yes. Yeah, I'll be away tomorrow doing the talk, sadly. I am actually enjoying playing this. Like, just I like flying around.
Yeah.
Like, I like...
Very relaxing.
I like flying around, and I like...
In all the ways SnowRunner isn't.
Well, I like flying around, and I like making bars fill up. And I like progression, and I like unlocking stuff. And this ticks all of those little boxes. Like, it's not done. I'm also a bit confused. The hydroponics is still crafting raw food. I don't think I've got a screen hooked up to it yet.
Collection dock? Oh, that's the wrong side.
Yes, so I've got two things called
Drill connector.
mining ring war of Auron arrivals. That's a mistake. Yeah, I just wish I had a junior who could just smash through all of the little bugs because there's so many of them.
Naming.
Well, just there's loads. I mean, there's hundreds and hundreds of little bugs. So, but it's just me here. Like I think, although this game isn't going to compete with No Man's Sky or Elite,
Waiting out.
like I believe Frontier Developments is 800 people now, and I don't know how many Star Citizen. This is literally a one man operation. That fixes. Okay, that's a bug. I just repaired my ship really quickly. Like every 2 frames it repaired something. Yeah, no, it repaired it like done.
Yeah, it did for me too. Yeah, it did that for me too. I wasn't gonna complain.
Yeah, but that's obviously needs to be fixed. Don't know. Ah, awesome. I can screen grab from the server. Repair dot repaired far too fast. It might be something like Schalke is still in the repair dock, and that's confusing it. Yeah, it's that sort of thing.
To be fair though, I am watching my hull integrity fucking nosedive. What?
Well, stop banging into things.
Is it because I'm trying to drive with the parking brake on?
No, but that's a cool idea.
I wasn't.
I should totally do that. Watch that damage. So I have a bit of a problem actually. So on the damage, you've got hull integrity, RCS coils,
Thrusters.
main thrusters, engine coils, cooling matrix, fuel system, main computer. But then I realised that RCS coils and engine coils and main thrusters is kind of the same thing. And what is a cooling matrix? Like I haven't really thought them through very much.
Well, the RCS thrusters don't do anything. Like you don't break them. Like what are you doing that's going to ever break them?
That doesn't matter. The point is,
smash them up.
I've got too many things that are obsessed with the movement of the ship. I need to break the docking computer, the main computer as well. And I don't know if you remember the scrambling system I used for the place names in Fortress Craft. Might do something a bit like that.
Well, my computer's constantly breaking, but I don't know what I'm doing to it to make it break. So
Just the computer
that
breaks.
kind of a
Press 2.
nothing sandwich.
Press 2 to turn off your computer. Don't recommend flying like that though. It breaks through you. It's that simple.
No. No, fair enough.
The point of the main computer breaking is that even if you're a perfect flyer and you're very, very careful and gentle, your ship is still breaking in some way. There's nothing stopping you turning off the main breaker to save power. You're just coasting along. Like, it does work. So
We're going for the Fallout 3 kind of
that's more of the
image.
ultimate. It's more the ultimate in hypermiling. So I might have an issue here because I put one of the docks in the wrong place.
Oh dear.
I'm going to be inside 2 docks at once. One of which works, one of which doesn't. Oh, Colony's just bought a second-hand taxi and a second-hand transporter.
Here's an idea. Why don't you put up a suggestion on the Patreon page? Or names of ships. You still got one that doesn't have a name.
I've got lots of things in there, but that's not because of... It's more because I have to... So what has to happen is I have to work out which ship it is, write it down, and when I'm not playing the game, remember to implement it. It's not important. I've got so many things on the Trello. Like, so many. Okay, I am unloading. Good.
Who has access to the Trello?
Everyone.
Just you?
Everyone.
Oh,
Well, to
Oh.
read access at least.
fair enough.
Have you not tried to visit the Trello?
I visited the Phoenix Trello
It's the same Trello.
back when there was a connection for it. But I don't think you... Oh.
No, I haven't moved it or deleted it or anything.
Pin it in the AstroTrucks.
I've just stuck it in Friends of Out, but it is pinned in AstroTrucks, the Trello. So apart from that, I haven't seen you today, but I have seen Schalke. No major issues. Good.
Everything's working exactly like it's supposed to.
Apart from that, I can't see you and you can't see me.
And I am...
But I think I know
We've been
why.
around each other enough to see each other?
No, I've checked. You're not on the list of ships. I'm getting a message
that
every
would
frame.
make that-
RFO is of type unknown and has no RPG ship. That'll be you. For some reason, my client thinks you're flying around in an unknown ship. The thing is, a lot of the time you do stuff like when you unload or load something into the ship, I should get an update to your ship. So even if there is an issue, when you actually do something, it should
I just
start.
unloaded something.
Yeah, but as I said, I've got, well, yeah, obviously. I mean, it's been like this since I joined. I just don't know what. But I can see Schalke, so it's not a generic issue. It's a more specific one. So as I was saying to Schalke, the original reason the fuel tanks are so small is because when you first started the game, you were using up all your fuel repairing the ship. But now you don't pay for repairs at the beginning of the game. I might make all the fuel tanks a bunch bigger. As long as you refuel regularly, refuel like an electric car. So just refuel when you happen to be in the area, rather than a petrol car going, oh shit, I'm nearly empty, I should fill up. It's the best way of doing it. Also, I'm beginning to wonder if the workers are worth enough, because my taxi full is worth $200. Maybe I should put like
The name of your currency going to be...
dollars. I was going to put pounds, but I don't have the symbol. I'm wondering if cooling matrix or engine coils should just be for things like flying with the handbrake on. There should just be this is user idiot damage. Flying too fast.
Yes. What is it? You're not going to call it space bugs?
Starbucks.
No, space... Oh, come on. Spaceballs references. Come on.
In Red Dwarf, they call them dollar pounds.
Warp gate out. For mining ring. $1 billion.
Well, I hope this sells
$1 million.
at least a few
bucks.
copies. Given that it's just me, it doesn't really have to sell that many copies to make it. Like if it sells 1,000 copies, if it sells 10,000 copies, I'm doing pretty bloody well.
How much are you going to sell them for? 15?
Yeah, probably 50.
20?
I might sell it for 20. I say, unfortunately, as I said before, I'm not going to fix Steam culture. I have to embrace what Steam culture is. I don't like it, but I ain't the man to change it. So I'm better off selling the game for 20 or 25 and then regularly putting it into 50% sales.
And then...
Which is rubbish, but that is the the nature of it. Like a Dungeon Defenders Awakened in a sale right now, and the original reviews are rubbish, but the modern ones are quite good. But it's like, oh, it's only 35% sale. I think I'll...
It's a delivery bonus. Ooh.
If you get stuff there quick enough.
What? Warp gave it alpha? Oh, there is a bonus. Nice. I was wondering about that. Cause I grabbed some people and then immediately had to go get fuel, and I was just like, I bet that pisses them off. Why didn't I get the fuel beforehand? I wonder if that counts against me, and it does. So which one's the warp gate? That big spinny green thing of cyclone turboness?
No. Blue. The green ones. So I have color coded everything in the game. I know people don't realize, but I actually do. So warp gates that are cyan are part of the game area. Warp gates that are green are just pure scenery. So warp gate alpha is out beyond the food processor.
Okay.
It's the one with 3 rings, not the one that looks like Kylo Ren's.
Yep.
Yeah, that's where I'm heading to as well.
A lightsaber. Yep.
To be fair, this is about the only one you can actually
people bump into each
get
other.
a bonus on, because this one there is a taxi drop pickup right next to a drop off, and sometimes they just want to go from A to B, and then you can definitely get the bonus, but it's really hard to get the bonus.
Well, I just got half the bonus from the picked up from Voron and dropped off at Voron. Those are pretty close as well.
Half the that's the sound, right? Should be 100. I thought it was 100 seconds. I mean, unfortunately, the UI is so
Well, it was
fucking shafted.
45%.
The UI is so shafted it's almost impossible to read it. But at the bottom of your capacity, your cargo capacity in the bottom left, it actually lists how much your cargo is currently worth. It dropping in value very slowly.
Yes. Mine's just stuck at $25, so that's fine.
But,
Lunar limos. Nope, don't need more people right yet.
yeah, I'm just coming up with lunar limos now. Oh, I can see you. I think. Can you do a barrel roll?
Hello. It's this one.
You doing a barrel roll? Yes, I can see you. I'm
Yes.
just pulling into lunar limos. No, okay, I'm
Nice.
just smashing. No, I've just shot all the way through. Whoops.
This is Alpha. Warp Gate 3X. Yep.
I think the colony might be a bunch richer if I didn't keep blowing all their money. Add Forever has advanced to level 8. That should be a different colour, shouldn't it?
Ooh. Oh.
Should be, because
I
you
don't have
barely
the
notice.
debug on.
No, it's not in the debug. It's in the main text.
I don't even see it on the debug.
It's not in the debug.
Oh, it's on the thing.
Top right.
It's on the other information HUD in the cockpit. Yep.
Well, do you not have a huge amount of text in the top right? Which matches...
I turned that off.
You can't turn it off. You see, you know the right-hand screen in your... Let me just put it in the Discord. You know the right-hand screen on your computer?
Yeah.
Your ship? That's mirrored in the top right.
The HUD, the computer, or the...
It's mirrored
No,
in the
it's not.
top right. And you can't get rid of that stuff in the top right. Hey, Colony's imported a small cargo van. Yeah, but do you not get the stuff in the top right is my question.
No.
When you're flying, you
All
haven't
I
got...
can do is click on the debug menu
What?
and
No. Look at the screenshot. Do you not have the text in the top right? I guess you can't see me.
Oh. Yeah, I do not have that.
If you press backspace and look to the right, can you see it there?
Backspace? Yes,
And if you press backspace again, can you see it now?
but not in my ship.
Oh.
Nope.
Server can
Hey, there you are.
Oh, the
DJ.
server can't see it either. Oh, works in editor, but not anywhere else. Oh, you can see me. You just smashed into me. Fuck.
What? No, you're sitting outside the what?
I'm in it now.
You're sitting outside of this. You're not here, as far as I'm concerned.
Where are you?
Interesting. I'm sitting in the dock, and you are outside the dock. Sitting at the same spot,
What dock?
just outside of
Which
the
dock?
shell. Limos.
Okay, I'm nowhere near limos. Well, I'm 100 meters out from limos.
Foundry and
Oh, that's not me.
Food
The one in
process.
front of you is not
I
me.
know where that is.
There's a dummy. Look behind you.
No.
Slightly tricky.
No, I gotta turn my whole ship around. It's fine.
140 meters out from
There's
limo.
a limo sitting there.
Yeah, not that
Right
limo.
here.
That's not me. That's just that was the one from the trailer. I'm just pulling into lunar limos now. 50 meters, 30.
Nope, I don't see you then.
Really?
Nope.
Keep more or less straight in front. Well, hold on. I'm in the lunar limos.
I'm doing a barrel roll in front
Yeah,
of
I
it.
can see you fine.
Yeah, and nope, you're not there. Huh. Well, that sucks.
And just stay where you are. I'm just gonna fly
Stay.
over.
Damn.
Fly into
Got my
ship.
pocket brain to break on and everything.
Just flying over you.
So if you hit me, do I know about it?
No. Blue. Well, just
Okay.
no. You can't see me for whatever reason. But I know what reason, because I'm getting RFOs of type unknown and has no
Nope.
RPG ship. Bug that happened.
You want me to quit and come back?
The bug that happened 313,994 times in the last.
Well, it's a consistent bug. Let's find out if I'm confirmed. Figure out where food processing is.
Food processing is the new, very boring looking building. It's in front of the repair dock in one direction and the nice big taxi dock in the other one. It's on top of a rock. It's way oversized and looks rubbish.
What's that? Pipeline frame. Interesting. I think that's got some naming issues. Alright.
Yeah, I'm concerned about that. The thing is, I keep polishing shit up, and that means I'm getting rid of debug text. So right now, I can't look at the ID of the vehicles because I've hidden it. But I'm getting vehicle ID 32,000 and something.
Oh,
Yeah, so one issue's happening here. I received a network only once, a network update on fleet object 32,770, which is a suspiciously weird number. Anyway. And that changed a ship type, and that should never happen. When I delete the ships, I should then get new ones. Not overwriting old IDs. It was Yeah, no, imported ships are between 100,000 and 200,000, so it's not that.
Ah, I got repaired instantly again. Awesome. Oh. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Well, it means I've got to fix it. That means me fix that means I don't fix something else.
Oh.
Oh, wait, hold on. No, that's Schalke. No, okay, that's Schalke. This only happens when someone... Schalke used one of the cheat keys, and that's caused issues. I've told people not to. They are there for debug, not for hey! But anyway. That's what it is. That was definitely Schalke's ship. That's why the idea is a bit weird. That doesn't fix... That's also what happened with that. It's probably when Schalke got out.
It doesn't make the fuel happen super fast. It makes me sad. I mean, some of it's fast, but then it gets to a certain point and it's like, alright, we're back to real time. It's like, oh.
Oh. Like... Oh, okay. Just shut up. I can't fix that bug now. I think I've just worked out what that bug is, but I can't do that now. Should have errored. If we tried to add type unknown, it should go absolutely fucking not.
It's the Fallon tree. I like how those two match.
Effective type. Bio. Why? Well, it's not possible. Where's that coming from? $191. How much? Bam. About 5,000 or 6,000. Yeah, see, I might need to maybe slightly increase the money. Then again, we do have an issue.
I like money.
Like, bear in mind, I'm making about $400 an hour, so it would take me about 10 hours to get the cash, which is about the right sort of thing. I'm looking at a major sort of game pay jump, like a major unlock every 3 to 10 hours, so that's not radically off. The problem is, of course, I've lost all my money. I think when the server saves, it's not saving it. Like, that's quite critical. So, is server not...
Gotta think. I know I lost all my cash.
You don't, because you don't necessarily know how much server you had on this money you had on this server.
That's true.
What are you in the? Oh, that's why I'm asking. I can just look.
I'm all by my.
Ah.
I'm all by my lonesome out here. I don't even think I'm in the right spot.
Oh, I noticed that the game still thinks that Schalke is in Corbyn's taxi. Yeah. It thinks that Schalke is in Schalke's small tugboat. I'm in the space limo, yeah, and someone... Yeah, this is being flown by... That's a small bug, though.
Probably my internet connection's
No. The R1 hack is being flown by Tad Forever. Corbyn's taxi, because Schalke pressed the cheat key, is being flown by... Ah, I can see you now. I've restarted.
Oh.
But... Oh, I can see you now. Good night. How is the RFO of type unknown? But I'm erroring if it's unknown when we add it, and it wasn't. That means something is setting it to... I hate this, and unfortunately this particular debugger doesn't let me do what's called a data breakpoint. So what I want to do is I want to put a breakpoint that says whenever this variable changes, do it. And Dev Studio does support them, they just don't work.
I have no idea where the food
It's the very
processor.
It's a very big, boring looking square building.
Well, I thought that was the foundry.
Foundry's a big, boring, square looking building with the word foundry on it.
So there's a second big boring building. Okay. Hydro collector. That's not.
This is all going to be Schalke's cheap. I mean, Restarts will probably fix it all.
Oh yeah. Just say when.
No, because I'm worried we'll lose all our money.
Oh, I am. It's a container. And it's the refinery. Ah, there it is. I was going very fast. Cargo hauler Valiant, no. I do like how the sound starts to get angry at you when you're going too fast.
I've tried to make the sound. I need to put different sound in per ship, but yeah, I've tried to make it interesting.
because I wasn't paying attention. I just had pedal to the metal, and the sound was getting more distressed at me. And I was like, and I look at the speed, and I was like, oh, I'm going way too fast.
I have made the taxi slightly faster, by the way. But yeah, I really think I need to increase the size of the fuel tanks. In theory, you can bankrupt the colony by all of you starting and just being terrible. I think it's quite unlikely.
Oh, building 04, wall 05 left. My favorite.
Yes, that'd be the one. That sounds like the food processor.
Ooh, plinths. LOD 4.
Yeah, what they do is the game. It looks up through the tree to the parent, looking for a thing that tells it the name of this. But all I've done is I've just copy pasted a building and then scaled it up, and I really didn't realise.
Looks fine.
That's it. It needs when it's got tons more detail.
It's kind of out of place, but yeah.
But when I cover it in green was on the outside, and I will probably get rid of a lot of the left and the right stuff. Like I'll shrink the
gantries.
So I'll shrink the building down. Yeah, I'm just hooning out for that fuel. I can see you just leaving the food processor now.
No, I just flew into it.
You were very small. So, did you see those sort of
Is
big...
this door open? Oh, I'm gonna crash into it.
Did you see those big rising bollards? I'm going to hazard a guess they are about 1,000 times your volume.
Yeah, they're quite large.
Oh, I've just come in through the door.
What? Food processing worker dock.
Bear in mind you have two docks on top of each other because I'm an idiot there. So just stop there for a moment until it looks like.
Okay. It just says no cargo for this location.
Have you dropped off the cargo you were planning to drop off?
Oh, there it went. It just decided, yeah, that's the right one. Okay, you're good. Bye. You want me to stay here still?
Yeah, I'm just flying it. Because you're in two docks at once, so you'll get slightly confusing with. Wait, hold on. That's not good. I think an AI ship just flew in there. Waypoints around.
I saw that there was one by the door as I flew in.
Poking my head around the door now.
Is that your lights I'm seeing? No.
Now there's an AI ship in there. I don't know why it's in there, but it is. Well, I do because it's. I didn't bother checking the flight paths. No, I don't think you can see me. I mean, I'm flying in, but you're just sort of zooming out now. You're just underneath me.
Nope. Never saw you. Well, that's lame.
Oh.
Oh, it's the warp gate.
Wait a minute. That's a person. Who are you, person? Ah, one-handed. Thank you. Ah, right. You're flying Corbins. Okay.
Oh, material container.
So it's worth pointing out. So if a delivery is worth $50, you don't get penalised for delivering it late. That's just the phrasing. You actually get up to $50 bonus for delivering it on time, but you have to deliver it very, very quickly. That doesn't mean I've tuned it right. So don't worry about. It's not a penalty. You don't lose money. I might just reword it. You know, I should list you the bonus you do get, not the penalty you don't. Look, one-handed.
Passengers are dying.
I don't have your name. How the hell is your name broke? Like, your name should just.
It's my internet.
Not you. Shut up. You're fine. You're tad forever. One hand is called, but he's about to hit taxi level 7.
Congrats.
But yeah, you can see what the docking the ship areas are like before I've spent any time
Ooh,
actually doing them. I need to
That
rework
repairs
this building
logo
quite
is-
a lot.
much more noticeable.
What, sorry?
The repairs logo is much more noticeable. Then I'm much better at paying attention now.
Well done. I'm glad one hand that I could work out that you were a player ship. But you don't have a name. I need to work out why. Actually, I did put some code. Won't be tomorrow. Like I said, tomorrow I am away doing a talk. But yeah, I have a lot of bugs to fix. But this week, what I wanted to get in was the new van. And I've done that, and I'm pleased. It was easy. Like, putting in new vehicles in this game is trivial. So we can have lots of vehicles in the game.
People can mod in lots and lots of ships.
Want to mod them in? That's up to them. I'm not implementing mod support. It's not worth the time.
Okay.
Didn't make any noticeable difference to Fortresscraft sales. There were no massive must-have mods for Fortress. Essentially a waste of time.
Except that storage hopper one. Everybody wouldn't shut up
No.
about that.
What I mean is not our mod. You must have to play the game. I mean, I will buy the game to play this mod, like Feed the Beast or Daisy or something. I'm out of fuel, so I'm having to. Thank you for dropping by. One hand, always appreciated.
My capacity or my energy banks are not
Okay, we'll see if you're...
recharging very well. No, I'm getting more, or I was flying in to get more fuel, but oh, my acceleration is very fast. What is going on? Did I hit Tesla mode or something?
What mode you might have?
But I haven't touched my keyboard.
Oh, I think A toggles on that.
Oh.
Button 5 anyway. But A also does it. That need to go. I'm probably going to get rid of sport mode entirely. So, has the fuel and the repair dock both screwed up?
What do you mean?
Like they're instantly repairing it. Well, they're not instantly doing it like one a frame. Oh, I see you at the refueling dock now.
No, fuel is slow. No problems there.
You can't see me then.
No. Why are you barreling down at me very quickly?
Trying to see if I can just fit above you and also use the dock. I don't know what happens if two people sit in a dock. I've not successfully tried it before. Probably gets confused. Fueling. Yeah, I'm just refueling. Are you still refueling fine?
No, I fell out of the zone.
Ah.
I'm creeping back up until I'm back in it.
You might not have fallen out of it. I might just have priority.
Oh. Yeah, it kicked me out. Wow, thanks, guy.
Now you're still in it, but it's just taking the first collision, which will be I'll be a lower number.
Lame.
How much? What is your current fuel?
57%. Oh my. Oh my. What were you doing? But
Huh?
all my hull integrity is gone for some reason. What?
Right.
Why do
so
you keep just disappearing?
ramming things?
I'm not! I know about it because it's very loud.
Okay, so let me increase all of the... a whole bunch, like double it or more. A bit happier.
That's interesting.
Again, it's the third time I've refueled this evening, but maybe it's one of those. It should be a pain in the arse. I need to implement the fuel efficiency. I think is the... and I think you'd rather have more fuel efficiency than fueling speed, because it means you visit them less often. Okay, so don't move. Are you still in the repair dock, refueling dock?
Yeah.
Okay, I am about to leave.
It immediately just started. Nope, as soon as it was done, as soon as you were done, it went straight back to me. That's cool.
Yeah, at least that works. It doesn't like start...
kind of griefy, but...
well, no, because equally, you might not be the I just happen to be the higher... of my fuel already. Because my capacitor wasn't filling up. I think with the... gain rate might...
go fix my hull integrity again because it exploded for no reason.
At least for this vehicle. Or about on plus ship.
Yep. Instant repair though.
I can see it. Like I can see the server just spaff a ton of messages going. Yeah, I should probably do it. So when you're parked, you should regenerate your stuff quickly. What I kind of want is a toggle that you have to be parked, and you flip the toggle, and your power fills up the capacitor really quickly. But I'm getting to the point where the Xbox game will say this game requires a keyboard.
Thinking of, if you've got it in neutral, can you do the same thing?
No, because
That's
then
gonna
people
be
would
something nice for people.
well, then people would fly along, put the handbrake on, fill up the capacitor. That's what I don't really want.
Yeah. Oh. Well, why not? If I've got, cruise across the place from Big D's to the somewhere, Vorgons.
Boron, yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit of a drive. I'm cruising. I could just let it sit while the capacitor loads, and then when I get there, go back to daring, death-defying maneuvers through very tight and closed spaces in space.
Okay, so how are you
what could
suggesting
possibly
that
go
I
wrong?
engage the more rapid power generation mode?
Well, if the capacitors are off or drifting anyway, doesn't that mean that everything's going into the capacitor bank at that point anyway?
The capacitors fill up
Or
constantly.
is just everything off?
Capacitors fill up constantly. The issue is the capacitors fill up fairly slowly, so you can empty them by thrusting. But when I spent my time refueling, by the time I'd finished refueling, my capacitors were not full.
Yes, that happened to me too when I was repairing.
So I was just thinking, if the ship is going very slowly, like less than 1 meter per second, and the handbrake is on, the capacitor should just fill up quickly.
Oh, fair enough.
It'd be cool if you could flick on a switch. If you could disengage the thrust and the RCS and flick on a switch to, like, dump all the power across, but I'm running out of buttons.
Physical buttons. You've got
Oh yeah,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and H above you.
toggles is fine, but this is a Xbox game, not a...
VR. As much as you want it to be. You even made VR toggles, which is so cool.
It is cool, but I can only have that for niceties, not for important stuff.
Oh yeah, but still. Until
It's-
people realize that that's a thing they could have in their game, and they get very popular.
But right
or you
now,
can
when you
pester No
start your
Man's
ship
Sky
up,
and
you
get them
just
to pay you.
when you start your ship up, you just press X, Y, and A for a main breakers, cargo, and aeroflight. There's no point in it ever
Or
really.
hit the left stick.
It's not like a real thing where you have to do toggle 1, toggle 2, toggle 3, toggle 4, or something breaks. You just toggle them all on at once.
You could sell your working toggles to No Man, or who makes No Man's Sky? It's not Hello Games.
I'll do it. It is. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll do a dig at Sean next time I see him. I've already done it in Twitter. Like, our toggles work in your face, hello game.
They didn't respond.
But yeah, I need to write a post, and I found this the other day. I wanted to play a game, but as I said before, I don't like playing games just for the hell of it. I like playing games to progress. So at the end of playing my game, I like to be a little bit closer to having completed the game than when I started. But then I was looking at, currently I'm playing Doom 2. But the problem is, I'm at the point now where I'm doing the master levels in Doom 2. There is no casual chipping away. I'm at the hard bit. And I want more games like this, like Dungeon Defenders, where you can just go, oh, I'm just going to log on and fly a taxi around for half an hour. I just want some mindless gaming, but it's mindless gaming that is progressing my character, my base. And I might then go, oh, you know what? No, I will do some difficult timed runs with volatile cargo. So I find that
You're doing that?
not enough games let me do that. Let me go, I really can't be bothered to play something difficult tonight, but I don't want to play a level-based game on an easy difficulty. I want to advance progression. It's like if you play Warcraft, you decide tonight, actually, I can't bother to go do any leveling, I just want to do alchemy for the evening. You just want to just while away the time just fiddling with stuff. And this game lets you do that, but I don't know what that's called. I don't think there's a widely accepted term. Are you just flying into big Ds? Wow, that looks so cool. I am coming in at you. I'm coming in at you at an enormous velocity. I'm totally going to screw this up.
Murr.
8 meters, 7, 6, no.
I heard you. Or I bumped into something again. Yeah, that's me still.
I fixed the collision on the next thing as well.
Next thing?
The thing that's dead on. If you've flown straight, you've gone to the next dock. I forgot the name of it. The spare parts. It didn't have collision last week.
Oh, decals, why are you so broken?
He's flying to the repair dock, worker dock now.
Yeah,
Why can't I see?
whatever the taxi cab place is called. Maybe I'll remember the names of all this.
I think it's called AutoGen needs to name Hydroponics worker dock.
Oh no, I only grabbed one person apparently. And that person needed to go from the closest possible taxi place to the closest possible dock. Like, thanks guys.
So I've tweaked the fuel capacities a little bit, and I might tweak the generation rate now. But so far I've just given you bigger fuel tanks. Because I've used half my fuel getting from the fuel dock to here via Big D's.
So Stiller Cabs, it was 20x workers, and now that I've taken one, it's 19x workers, which makes
Yes.
perfect sense. What happens when you take them all?
No, it regenerates one every few minutes.
Oh.
Bear in mind the closest place is the one at the end of is the one inside the superstructure of the space station. Taxi dock there. I think it'll also be interesting when you get a lot more people playing. You'll start to have more etiquette on how you actually approach it. Right now, I just sort of did a beeline straight across everything because.
Who's gonna stop me?
And has started loading one worker for food processor worker dock, and for big diesel. Oh, what? So you're going from Stellar Cab? Is it Quick Carp or Stellar Cabs? I can't remember.
Stellar Cabs?
It doesn't help. I believe there are 5 taxi loading places and only 3 graphics. Doesn't share names.
Damn you, door! This door opens so slowly.
Just coming. Oh, good. Keep it open for me. That's cool. It's open for me because you've opened it.
You're welcome, I guess. I still smacked into it real hard.
Oh, it's shutting. Thank you. It's opening again. Yeah, Stellar Cabs is 17 workers. This should be called something like, you know, Space Station Internal Taxi. It needs a better name. See, when the areas are tight, I'm not sure a bus will fit in here. But here,
Yeah,
5 meters a second feels fast. Well, yeah, but you can't say that because you can't see how big anything is.
Crap, I'm flying through this thing! Ow!
Spinny thing.
No. I crashed into D's dock.
Oh, good. I've got 2 for food gen, 2 for their parts, and I can't see the other 2 because it's off the screen. Ah, yes, cargo ship needs a name.
The blocky big block face of food processing.
Yeah, I mean, I might not keep any of that. All I need to keep is the docks. I might work it entirely. I quite like the hydroponics. It's nice and big.
Sphere.
Well, I mean, and the rest of the dock. You know, that's just a bit of the rest of the dock too. But it looks really cool.
It's very noticeable.
Well,
That and that glow. That's
I'm
something else.
not sure I'm doing about that, unfortunately.
Tell Unity to stop being
Realistic.
a joke.
It's being real, but I just don't want it to be real. I very rarely do. Very rarely do I go, oh, I wish this looked more realistic. I was like, I want it to be brighter.
Yeah, you do.
Not do I want it to be... Bear in mind, if it's dark, just press F10 until you find a nicer skybox that's lighter.
I like the one where we're hovering over top of a planet.
I like that one
favorite.
too, yeah.
That's my favorite. Well, it gives you a horizon to go off of, which is actually kind of
yes.
important.
Well, there, the game does find the horizon automatically.
Yeah, but we can't all just be going off of the enemy is down.
Unfortunately, I choose there we go, a random one. Yeah, I quite like that one. I mean, even if this was a gas nebula or something, it doesn't look like a planet, does it? Really? It looks like...
Not
I guess
facing
it
towards
doesn't.
it.
I guess it doesn't.
I thought it did. It was just like, hey, that's a planet. Good enough for me. It doesn't have to look like super realistic. It's
Well,
sci-fi.
we could be around a planet.
Or you could play the black hole game, where surrounding a
We could do a black hole, yeah.
really cool black hole and steal it from Hello Games.
Well, they started from Interstellar, let's be honest.
But their black hole does look pretty cool. Based off of a real picture of one we took.
Well, let's be honest, it was based off Interstellar, wasn't it? Let's be really honest.
I still think it looks cool.
It does look.
None of that.
No, I didn't say it didn't look cool. Just commenting where I feel the inspiration was from. Oops. Oh, all right. Oh, shoot. Uh-oh. just broke my main thrusters for the first time. And they broke for the first time at 15% health. Wait, but I've been repairing like every time. Again, no one says that I have got this balance right. Like the amount of health they have. I'm now at 102.6% mechanical sympathy. So,
Makes you feel any better? My main computers have been broken for a while now, and
that doesn't matter.
problems.
It will do when that starts affecting your readouts.
Really? Oh dear.
Well, that's what happens. Your readouts will break when the computer's not working. Yeah, or the fuel light will come on. Yeah, so I have to play a whole bunch.
It unloads it, but it doesn't show me it.
I have to play a whole bunch of people at Burnout tomorrow.
I'm sure you're just distraught.
Hopefully I win. Should do.
Nice. I have
Quite good at
$200.
Burnout.
So what's the closest place to pick up stuff? Is it the warp gate? Probably. Oh yeah.
Lunar limos probably.
Yeah. Ooh. I wonder, can we set up this whole nonsense and start building a Dyson sphere? Lol.
No, I can't do anything dynamic.
Aww.
Like I can barely get the performance when it's static, let alone dynamic.
Maybe one day.
Well, I mean, we'll see how it goes. I mean, a lot of people have seen what I'm writing and have got quite interested, which is nice. Because no one was ever interested in Nomancer. I liked it. It's one of the games. It's great on Switch. Like to the point where I might do some more work on the game because like some of the text is a bit unreadable on the Switch. But it's really cool. I've never flown under the space station before. That's awesome. Flying under stuff is much cooler than flying over it because you get to see it above you.
Yes. Ow.
At least I'm nice and I tell you exactly how long the thrusters will be broken for.
We're on worker and food processing. Okay.
Yeah, the food processor worker dock was supposed to be outside. The fact it's inside's actually a bug. And we have some AI ships doing absolutely terrible things, so that needs to be investigated too. Okay.
And the foundry being on the back side of it is kind of lame.
It's on purpose. So I have to start doing more of that.
I had a feeling.
Well, the reason is when you're in the colony, you can't see the worker dock. So therefore I don't render it. And when you're at the worker dock, you can't see the colony. So therefore I don't render it. That's why the foundry is inside. I'd love to have everything outside, but it just kills performance. This is why Fortress Craft moved on to having rooms. But I have to hide stuff away.
That I don't use. Lol.
Then Phoenix. The only reason I didn't force people to use rooms was because I had them in and all the bases would stop working. Oh yeah, they're absolutely going to be compulsory in Fortress Craft 2.
I just had a lot of questions with them that I didn't feel like spending the time figuring out.
They're easy. I just made them so easy to do.
It was more, can I bring a lift up into them,
Yeah.
or do I need to bring up the lift outside of them
Loads of people brought
and then import them in?
the floor of the room doesn't count towards being a room. So people are like, oh, if I cut a hole in the floor, I can see through it. It doesn't render properly. And then I'm like, Then don't do that then. Like it's your base. You don't
I
do
missed
it.
that part. I missed that part, Sass.
Like people do this a lot. Well, when I do this, it breaks. Like, well, why are you doing that then?
Doctor,
Oh,
hurts when I
big
do
yawn
this.
pussycat.
Damn it.
Are you sulking because I'm not gonna be here tomorrow?
Oh, game, please. Oh, game.
Alright, get your face at my drink and I shall wrap you in electrical tape. Hey! Get your face at my drink.
She just wants some Pepsi.
Can't have any, and all she's gonna get is electrical tape.
Electrical? What? Go.
Yeah, so there is an issue currently that when you leave in a ship for the first time of the day, it's got no capacitor, so it immediately then drains the capacitor from the fuel reserves. It's like 12% on this ship for a full tank of capacitor energy.
Oh my.
But I am going to have it eventually, so you can only refuel if there's workers. So a worker will allow you to drop off, say, 1,000 units of fuel or something. But same thing with everything else. You're not dropping workers off for the hell of it, by the way. Those workers you drop off stay, and they do work. Foundry workers and ring workers, they're the only ones that do work currently. Right now I'm nice. I've made the raw food generate for free, so no workers needed. But yeah, so that's actually implemented already. So this is what I meant about doing easy grind work, because you just can't be bothered doing anything difficult, but that's useful. So just going around in a taxi delivering workers wherever is useful. And I'm also very much considering having workers that can be delivered anywhere. Because after a while, there's not really much point. Like, for example, you could just take them from Lunar Limos to Warpgate Alpha, but there's not much point in doing so. You're making money, but money is not that important. And the big money comes from the end of the long chains. So, for example, worker to the Voron, asteroid to the macerator, macerator to the foundry, foundry to the repair dock. That's a lot of money. You're at the repair dock. Hello.
I was, but
Oh, you're still there.
out.
Wait,
you're stealing it, aren't you?
You're just way too high.
I've crashed into the floor. And it's still not pinging.
Air.
No.
What does it say?
It just says level 8.
Does it
It
say?
hasn't-
Does it say?
I'm
please?
not in the I'm not in the bounding box anymore.
Yeah, you overshot it by quite a bit.
Not a no.
Did you, I just watched you. I literally watched you fly in and overshoot it.
And now
There
I'm
you go.
done.
Yeah, I can see it because it's out the corner of my eye. I just get this spaff of text. So the AI ships are doing something very, very odd. That ship has actually gone outside of maxes, but its nav lights are still on.
There's your storyline right there. The AI drivers have gone insane. And you being the spunky new
No,
Taxi driver saving the day, one worker at a time.
Right, there's unlimited workers, so
Yeah, but if you're the only people they can depend on to actually get them there.
So I don't know quite how to solve the issue that I mentioned before. So right now, when you drop off a worker to most of the destinations, they get consumed. They actually perform a task, they generate another resource, and they disappear. I guess I could rework the level design substantially to stop you just farming things to a stupid place. So for example, the exception is Warpgate Alpha. Warpgate Alpha doesn't have a purpose. It just makes workers disappear from the system. Everything else, pretty much, the Voron Ring, the refinery, the food processor, the hydroponics, they all need workers in order to actually perform the task. So I might... If I were to remove the destination for the workers, what would you do? Would you just deliver them to the closest one? Or would you try and work out what industry needed them?
At first, you'd just be delivering them to whichever one's closest, so you learn the map. Because you're gonna visit all these cool places. You'd be like, oh, there's people I can pick up here. What's here for me to drop them off at?
But you're visiting them right now because you're being forced to.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you wouldn't be
Well,
forced to
sort of.
because
But I don't.
they wouldn't have a
But I have no
destination.
context on where they. Maybe that's just it. There's only 5 workers at one place, but it only has slots for 4. So you can take the 4 that are there, but the 5th one you got to move on to the next one.
So what you're saying that like 4 out of 5 workers have no destination, but 1 of the 5 does.
Last one you get, yeah.
Yeah. So well, it'd just be a random number.
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed that when you dock, if you actually looked at the list of the things waiting for you, or not.
I did see that it has that.
Yes, it even shows. So I know, for example, the next 2 things I will load will be 2 workers for big days halfway in. Not random. It's top of the list.
Oh, it's not? Oh,
yeah.
cool.
The idea was that you would stop and then look and then scroll up and down the list and pick what you wanted to load. I don't know if I want to implement that, but that was the original idea. So you go, oh, I want the...
Oh, I'm going to place. These 2 are going to have a much better time than the people that are going to be sitting there for a very long time.
But yeah, I guess I can try that. I will try generating like, I'll say 50% of workers with no destination. You can just take them anywhere. Because right now, if I'm a miner and the Voron Ring doesn't have any things,
Lots.
it's quite hard to get one. I mean, you can in theory find one, but in practice finding it's actually quite tricky. So I'll try that. Then work.
Come on, where's my ring on the HUD? There it is. That's so cool. That's so cool. Still not sure what the flailing of asteroid's about, but looks cool.
It's just moving an asteroid into position. I quite like the vague story that all of the AI ships are just flying around completely empty, because they don't do anything. Like all the AI ships you do don't move any resources. They're just pretty graphics flying around. But I wish, like No Man's Sky, I kind of wish it made you dock. At least to start with. Maybe it could have had an auto dock later on, but like in No Man's Sky, bit rubbish, you just go anywhere near the front and it just flings you down this corridor and then slams you onto that loading dock immediately.
What'd they ask?
In No Man's Sky, you just dock just like that. You don't have to try and land it yourself, which is a bit of a shame.
It's probably for the best.
Oh, food processor. Okay, that's nice and close. Alright, let me drop these off, and then we will go to bed, and you will get fed. Okay. Sitting on the arm of my chair.
Menacingly.
Actually, can't do menacingly. All she can do is just mildly.
Meow.
No, she doesn't meow. Not for food. Yes, for love. And
Boundary. And
see, this placement tomorrow. It's weird. Like it's a whole bunch of NFT and crypto people, mostly. Me.
food processing.
And one of the talks is make money with your rig, $. And I'm so going to that one, going, sorry, mate. Have you seen the price of electricity? Because at the highest electricity rate I've seen, my PC will cost, what's it in cents? 70 cents an hour to run. You're telling me I can make 70 cents an hour by mining Bitcoin on my PC? Because like fuck I can.
It spammed that I ranked up to level 9 4 times. Oh my.
That's interesting. I can just take a screenshot and stick that right into Discord. Oh, it's a bit fast. It does look cool inside the food processor. It's just that. Oh, this looks
Odd
cool.
one.
And then you go, this is a lot bigger than I thought. Because it has to fit the biggest ships. So I have to make sure these docks take the big cargo ships.
Oh, quick hop taxi. I like that.
That's the one. Isn't that the one with the door? Oh, the quick up taxi is the. I should really know, but I absolutely. Wall. Do not.
It's a shame I can't see you though, because you're coming out of the food processing and I'm going in.
Yeah, I mean, even with two of us, we've run into each other a lot. So with lots of players, it should happen loads. Right, that is going to be it. Are you reasonably close to dropping off something? But I can just come. I can watch
I
you.
am docking right meow.
Because what I'll do is I'll rerun the server. Oh yes.
This is not the dock.
So the first time I select something in Unity, I really just it takes. If I click on anything in the Unity scene, when this game is running, it takes 10 seconds to find it. Only the first time though. I'm just going to take a picture of that loading zone for you. And then all I'm going to do is restart the server and rejoin because I just want to check whether or not we lose all our money.
I would be very sad to lose $300.
Yeah, let me put the picture in the Discord there. Right, so shutting down the server. So let me just check. Right now,
Okay, because I couldn't
72
find.
and I've got 803. So 272.
I never found this docking area. Damn it.
What? What docking area?
Yeah, the one in the food processing.
You're in it.
It wouldn't grab me.
Oh, it's because I was in it.
I don't know.
It's not smart enough to say. It basically, it'll only deal with the first thing colliding. So if you're in it, and if I'm in it and you're in it, and I'm a lower ID, but I can't do anything, I will block it.
Oli, 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 oli. That sounds not ideal.
And Forever has 270. Loading. Yep. Money's fine. $72 offline. DJ is 803 on. Jackal 106. Yeah, it was purely we spent it or never earned it. Doesn't seem to be a bug.
Bob ate a fish. Was that Truro? Truro
Thorough, yeah. It's PlayStation.
has now spun. 300 fish, giving an extra long sentence.
Okay, and I just loaded in as a client. Sharko's 106. Oh, I can see one hand's name. Wait, I can see one hand's name. Oh, the server can see it now too. Okay, that's still broken. Okay, tab forever, $272. DJ Arcus 803. So that works.
I can't log back into the server.
I've just closed
Oh.
it again. Was there anything else like money? What? Just I'm just going to do because I'll do a build overnight. Was there any?
Fuel.
I've increased the size of the fuel tanks a bunch, but not the rate. That will slow down the rate you refuel. But you don't have to do a full refuel. You can just sort of stop, top off, and carry on.
That should have been it.
Yeah,
Other than yelling at Unity.
because from
Decals are broker that broke.
from your point of view, you'll start a game. You'll play with taxing until you have unlocked the limo. Then you'll play with the limo, and the limo earns at least 4 times as much as the taxi.
Yes, because it carries 4 times as many people.
I can't begin to guess on the various speeds, but give or take. It does generate efficient. Yeah, it's half as efficient on fuel than the taxi.
There's the Trello.
But the worker costs or anything like that, worker value.
Look up Eden's fog. Oh dear. Yeah, you use this for everything.
No, I only use it in Eden.
Under AstroTrucks stretch goals.
Yeah, you said I use it for everything. I don't understand. I only use it in Eden.
It's the second one.
You said I use that for everything, and no, I don't. What?
Oh, because you were saying you use this for Phoenix and everything as well.
Oh,
yeah,
sorry,
it's
the
all
Trello.
here.
The Trello. Yeah. Yeah. Phoenix isn't. Phoenix is in its own Trello.
Fleet ship layering. Ooh.
There's a lot. Yes.
Polish.
Anyway, I'm off to bed now, internet. So thank you all for watching, and I'm back doing that. I think we might be doing Keeper finale Thursday. I don't remember.